Hey guys, welcome back to another episode Up and Running. Thanks for watching. Alright, on today's episode, we're going to do a few miscellaneous things on the Blazer. I think we got some sanding to do. I think we're going to put some seam sealer in place. I think we're going to do a little painting. So it'll be a little bit of an assortment. One of the things that I do want to talk about that you're going to see in today's episode, we're pulling some trim off an old truck. And here's the reason why. One thing that you'll find if you work a lot on older cars, you'll already know this and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It is a struggle to find the right components and things that'll fit and things along those lines. So we ran into some challenges with the Blazer. Some of the people that we were ordering from said some parts wouldn't fit a Blazer versus a pickup versus a Suburban. And, so we were basically taking the time to try to figure out if these parts will actually fit or what the differences are. In some cases, there were slight differences between them. And so the catalog said the part wouldn't fit, but if, you could tolerate an end being cut just a slightly different way or, something like that, it would work okay. So it's something that I've been messing with cars a long time. I've bought new parts that were terrible quality, which brings me to another thing. It's like the quality of some of these reproduction parts is horrible. Some of it's really good. I've bought reproduction parts that don't fit at all. In some cases, I've even gone back to the 50-year-old part just because it worked, and the new ones I couldn't find a good one. One time I was putting some rear window trim on I think it was a 71 Chevelle, and the new reproduction stuff when it came out of the box looked awesome, nice and shiny, but it's paper thin, and I would just take my thumb and I was trying to push it down into the, to snap it in place, and just the pushing it with my thumb would put a dent in it. I mean, the quality was horrible. It was just paper thin. And then in the end, you've got a oval piece basically, or a rectangular piece, and it wouldn't fit together, and it wouldn't stay snapped into place, and we ended up just putting the OE stuff back on. So that's one thing that's a constant battle, and you'll see a little bit of this today. We were ordering a lot of the trim for the Blazer, and it probably took us, we probably had 4 hours in ordering trim. I mean, it's crazy how long some of that stuff takes. So anyway, I hope you enjoy the episode. Alright, Ed's working on the last door here. That one over there is done. I'll show you that one in a little bit. This door is all guide coated and ready to be sanded out, so he's getting close. Then they'll go into the booth and get painted as well. He'll have to do the hood and the tailgate yet, and then all the body panels on this will be painted. This door is done. Let's see if I can pick it up. It's a little wet, but this one's all done, ready to be painted. And they'll just have the hood and the tailgate yet. Alright guys, this is the stuff that takes a long time with these older vehicles. So we're trying to order trim for the Blazer, and we're being told that some of the trim is different between a Blazer and a truck. Oh shoot. And so we're trying to figure out if this rear opening trim is different between a truck and a Blazer. Hopefully I can get all these screws out, or most of them. So far I got one that's a problem, but this just eats up time. Oh. You're not gonna believe it, I got all the screws loose. Now I'm afraid this piece of trim is pinched right there, so that'll be the next thing. They're all coming off. I might need to crack this rear bumper loose to get this piece off. I didn't notice that right away. It's kind of pinched, but we'll see. I got all the screws broke loose though.
Hey Ken, I see you sitting like that.
Yeah.
And I think of the snake.
Yeah, I know.
You got it out though, right?
All the screws are out now, so. Shit.
I can't imagine, Nate.
It's stuck behind there.
Let me get a screwdriver.
I need a bolt and
3/8. Is that 9/16 on each end?
it looks like it, but bring a couple just in case. I don't know if you can see these screws. They're actually in pretty decent shape as far as rust goes. Alright, broke the bolt off. Got it. There we go. Of course, they put the bolt through the trim. Alright, let's see if it fits.
Too short. I mean, it'll work, but see how it's short? I think it would still work.
I think it'll.
But maybe that's how they were.
Yeah.
Although, yeah, maybe that's where the hole is, and it looks like it matches up to that hole. Let me see this one if it matches up.
Don't scratch it.
You know. Yeah. Looks like that hole would line up.
Alright, that looks like it's gonna work.
Okay, so. Beautiful.
Awesome. Alright, we're gonna get trim ordered. Alright, so when we initially went to order that trim, we were told there were some differences. It was a major classic vehicle parts supplier, and we went out and looked at a bunch of the trucks, and there are actually some really super minor differences. It could be just different makers made them, or you know, they just tweaked the lengths or the, you know, how far down they went or things like that from year to year. So, but I think we're going to be okay, and we're going to be able to get all the pieces of trim we need for the Blazer. So that's awesome news. So I went through a piece of that seam sealer down. This is kind of what's used in modern cars versus the old smear on, you know, the old school way of doing it. So, of course, the Mac Tools guys got to roll up right when I'm talking. There's a shot of the package that it came in. And you paint right over the top of it. We're going to get a little wheel and, you know, kind of roll this down and, you know, flatten it out, make sure it's attached really well. Alright guys, that's going to wrap it up for another episode Up and Running. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Alright, I know I said we were going to paint the doors this week, but we didn't get to it. There was so much other good stuff, I didn't want to cut you guys short. So If you're mad about the doors not getting painted, I'll refund all your money. Just go stand outside and wait by your mailbox. The check will be there. So, see you next time. All right, this door's got the back up, beep, beep, beep.